Recognising codependency and limiting beliefs. Codependency is common in abusive relationships as it signifies a mutually toxic dynamic whereby one party enables the behaviour of the other in order to meet their own emotional needs. From the perspective of the drama triangle, a rescuer needs a victim and a victim needs a rescuer. Unfortunately, what often happens is the victim turns out to be abusive, but the need to be needed is so strong that the true victim, previously a rescuer, remains in the relationship out of fear of letting the other person down or never being needed again. So I've provided some behaviours that sum up more about what these characteristics of being codependent are. Have a go through and see how many of those you recognise. Breaking the cycle of codependency and abuse requires identifying the underlying beliefs within you that tell you that love is only available to you if you give all of yourself and become ultimately an emotional caretaker for the other person. So now we're going to look at identifying limiting beliefs. So beliefs are a little bit like a tree. Seeds are sown in childhood and the roots grow and become the belief, and then everything that grows out of that, the tree, is your life, and they are all formed out of those beliefs. So if you want to know what your beliefs are, look at your life right now. What is going on for you? So we can have some really empowering beliefs like I could do anything I set my mind to, as well as limiting beliefs. The world is hard, the world is dangerous, people are scary. And we inherit these from our parents and caregivers, and then we experience situations which confirm those beliefs, making it stronger, like the roots which are embedded in the ground. Sadly, if you have codependent traits and you've been in an abusive relationship, you will have a number of limiting beliefs about yourself, others and the world, which are based upon fear and unworthiness, which you developed in your early years. And some people might struggle with that. That might not be easy for you to hear because you believe your childhood was idyllic and your parents were perfect. But the truth is that all parents make mistakes and hurt us. It's rarely intentional. Usually it's just their own trauma which is being triggered. And these mistakes can actually be relatively small by comparison to what you've experienced. But as with the roots, the tree becomes very big. And what you've experienced, these beliefs are imprinted upon that. They are your sense of self, and we use them as a foundation with which to build our life, and they also form part of our attachment style as well. So I've created a graphic for you which sort of shows how that would work with the roots and then the tree. And it's a very simplistic model of how our beliefs about ourselves develop. And whilst each experience might seem trivial, it is traumatic for a child who came into the world with the belief that they were the centre of the universe. So we're going to reverse engineer this part of the healing process by starting with your limiting beliefs. So I've provided an exercise for you, and I'm going to talk you through it now, but there are some spaces below for you to think about. So I want you to just take a few deep breaths. Start to relax. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable and begin to quiet your mind as much as you feel you are able to. As thoughts come up, which they inevitably will, try to let them go as soon as you notice them. Observe rather than judge or get involved. And if you find that you have got on the monkey train of thoughts, as soon as you realise, just come back to trying to have a quiet mind. Now I want you to focus on your life right now, and particularly on the things that you're finding difficult. So have a think about maybe 4 or 5 things that are causing you difficulty at the moment. Now take a moment to think about some beliefs which you might be holding on to, which could be holding you back. Just see what comes up. There's no right or wrong, just let the ideas flow freely. Now think about some beliefs that you would need in order to move past this problem. Again, just let whatever comes up, come up. Now I want you to thank those beliefs for helping to protect you and guide you in the past. Forgive yourself and others who have helped you to form this belief by saying out loud or in your mind, I forgive, and whoever it was, so it might be yourself, could be your parent, for all the beliefs I have developed. I honour them, and I now release those which no longer serve me. I give myself permission to believe, whatever your new belief is, from now on. And in your day-to-day life, start to notice when this old belief pops up and replace it with new, more aligned beliefs. So I've written that exercise down for you. So I recommend you doing that a few times, depending on each difficulty that comes up. And you'll find you have quite a lot of limiting beliefs. And that's okay. It's perfectly normal and natural. But in order to create a new life, you need some new beliefs. And those new beliefs are going to be the foundation for which you build your new life.